Hello people, today we are going to learn about plant communication management. So let's see. Plant communication management is the process of developing an appropriate approach and plan for project communication based on stakeholders' information, needs, and requirements available organization asset. The key benefit of this process is that it identifies and documents the approach to communicate most effectively and efficiently with stakeholders. The input involved are project management plan, stakeholder register, enterprise environmental factor, and organizational process asset. The tools and techniques involved are communication requirement analysis, communication technology, communication model, communication methods, meetings, and the output is communication management plan and project document updates. So let's learn about inputs. First input is project management plan, which provides information on how project will be executed, monitored, controlled, and closed. The next input is stakeholder register, which provides information needed to plan communication with project stakeholder. And next two are enterprise environmental factor and organizational process asset. The plan communication management process is tightly linked with enterprise environmental factors, and since the structure of organization will have a major effect on project communication requirement, all the relevant enterprise environmental factors are used as an input for this process, since communication needs to be adapted to the project environment. In case of organizational process assets, all relevant OPAs are used as an input to plan communication management process. Of these, lesson learned and historical information are of particular importance because they provide insights on both this the decision taken regarding communication issues and the results of those decisions in previous similar project. This can be used as guiding information to plan the communication activities for the current project. The tools and techniques used are communication requirement analysis. The analysis of communication requirement determines the information needs of the project stakeholder. These requirements are defined by combining the type and format of the information needed with analysis of the value of that information. Project resources should be expanded only on the communicating information that contributes to the success of the project or where a lack of communication can lead to failure. The project manager should also consider the number of potential communication channel or path as an indicator of complexity of project communication. The total number of project communication channel is n multiplied by n minus 1 divided by 2, where n represents the number of stakeholders. For example, a project with 10 stakeholders has 10 multiplied by 10 minus 1 divided by 2, which is equal to 45 potential communication channel. So this is the formula, n multiplied by n minus 1 divided by 2, where n represents the number of stakeholders, and this is how we calculate to get the number of potential communication channels. Then communication next input is next tools and technique used is communication technology. Factors that can affect communication technology include urgency of the need of information, availability of the technology, ease of use, project environment which can be virtual or physical, sensitivity and confidentiality of the information. The next tool and technique is communication model. The sequence of step in basic communication model is encode, meaning thoughts or ideas are translated or encoded into a language by the sender. Transmit message, meaning this information is sent by the sender using communication channel or medium. Decode, meaning the message is translated by the receiver back into meaningful thoughts or ideas. Then acknowledge, upon the receipt of a message, the receiver may signal or acknowledge the receipt of the message. And the last thing is feedback or response. When received message has been decoded and understood, the receiver encodes the thoughts and ideas into a message and then transmit this message to the original sender. This is the pictorial representation of basic communication model. Sender will encode the message and it will be transmitted. There will be some noise involved in the medium, and then the receiver will decode and acknowledge that it has received. There will be some noise, and this is how decode occurs. Decode and then feedback message. Receiver will encode the feedback message and the sender will decode the feedback message. The next tool and technique uses communication method. There are several communication methods that are used to share information among project stakeholder, and these methods can be broadly classified as interactive communication, push communication, and pull communication. And interactive communication means between two or more parties performing a multi-directional exchange of information. It is the most efficient way to ensure common understanding by all participants on a specified topics, and including meetings, phone calls, instant messaging, and video conferencing, etc. Push communication is sent to a specific recipient who needs to receive the information. This ensures that the information is distributed but does not ensure that it is actually reached or was understood by the intended audience. The push communication include letters, memos, reports, emails, faxes, voicemails, blogs, press releases, etc. And next method is pull communication, used for very large volume of information for a very large audience, requires the recipient to access the communication content at their own discretion. These methods used intranet sites, e-learning, lesson learned databases, knowledge repository, etc. This tutorial is also kind of pull communication because it depends upon the viewer or the user who is watching it. It is just broadcasted and whoever wants they can watch it or understand at their own discretion. The output is obviously communication management plan. It describes how project communication will be planned, structured, monitored, and controlled. And this plan contains the following information: stakeholder communication requirement, information to be communicated, including language, format, content, and level of details, reason for distribution of that information, time frame and frequency for the distribution of the required information, and receipt of acknowledgement or response, person responsible for communicating the information, person responsible for authorizing the release of confidential information, person or group who will receive the information, method or technologies used to convey the information such as memos or email. Resource allocated for communication activities include time and budget. And then escalation process, identifying time frames and management chains for escalation of issues that cannot be resolved at the lower staff level. Methods for updating, refining the communication management plan as the project progresses and develops. Glossary of common terminologies, flowcharts of the information flow in the project, workflows with possible sequence of authorization, list of reports, meeting plans, etc. And communication constraints, usually derived from specific legislation or regulation, technology, and organization policies. So basically, communication management plan has a purpose, has a frequency, has an author, has a location, has a distribution, and media. So it's in layman's terms, we can say that objective of meeting, how often and when, by whom, location of a meeting, or in case of reporting, it will be objective of reporting, to whom, by whom, and how often and when, and how produced. It also includes escalation process and person responsible for authorizing the release of confidential information. So guys, I hope you got some idea on what is plant communication management and details about what all communication methods are there available there for different purposes like multi-directional, push and pull, etc. So come back to my channel or subscribe to my channel for more videos on PMP and other things. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.